Christmas.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, it is.
Get you in the Christmas spirit.
We look Christmassy, don't we?
We're going to be playing that music, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Everyone will be home for Christmas. It might not be in your actual home, but you may be with your son, your daughters, or your relatives. I know that our son, Delane, and his lovely wife will be with us, and our granddaughter, Jessica and Chris, and Nando, Carter Grant, and of course Charlotte's grandson, Nando, and Brett and Leonis will be with her. And of course your mother's doing well,
Yes.
considering her age.
Yeah, considering she's
You're
broke
fortunate
her
to
arm.
still have her with you. So
doing
a
okay.
lot of memories, a lot of, and we'll be taking your calls shortly if you would like to call in about what's going on in your family for Christmas holidays. 256-369-1688. Maybe share with us how you've been blessed through the year, and so much going on. We've got a lot of things we're going to be talking about, some history, and a lot of things going on in Sylacauga, a lot of things going on in Talladega, and we just so much to be thankful for. Our city of Talladega is open for business, folks, and we're going to be sharing with you some things about that in just a moment. We want to remind you of Rehab First. We hope that none of you have to use Rehab First during the holidays, but we know that there are those who are having physical problems, but we recommend Rehab First at McGuffey Healthcare. If you have any kind of rehab you do need, that's the place to be. They are there for you 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They have private rooms and 24-hour RN coverage. Just anything you can find, hospice care, long-term care facilities, whatever. Rehab First at McGuffey Healthcare is a place to be. We appreciate them being one of our sponsors. And we'll be visiting with some of those folks during the holiday season. And we just can't thank our sponsors enough. Charlotte CG's will be open the whole week except Sunday. She doesn't open on Sunday. But she will be there Christmas Eve, all day Christmas Day. And Charlotte has started serving, I don't even drink coffee, but I tasted of a cup the other day, and I'm telling you what, folks, if I was a coffee drinker, I could get addicted to that quick.
It's good coffee.
Is it, what, a quarter a cup? No, it's not quite a quarter a cup, but you think it's so cheap when you get a hold of a cup of it.
The sugar's a quarter.
The sugar's But she does have some of the best coffee in town. She will be open 6 days, all next week, holidays. Our restaurant, Stampede Restaurant, will be closed Wednesday and Thursday, but they will be open, back open on Friday for the weekend, and they will be closed Wednesday and Thursday of New Year's week activity. So much to be thankful for, so many things, so much going on in our community. We'll talk about Sylacauga in just a moment. We want to remind you of the Emancipation Proclamation Program, January the 4th at the Ritz Theater. The Reverend Cromwell A. Handy will be the guest speaker. The program is January the 4th at 3 p.m. So that's, usually they have these programs early in the morning, but this time they're having it at 3 p.m. and I think that's great because people got up and moving around, and it should be a great crowd. Handy is a native of Montgomery and the son of Lois Cromwell and Dorothy Handy. He grew up at Mount Zion Zion Church in Montgomery and is a past associate minister at Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church in Cincinnati. He's a well sought after minister. He's a great speaker, and we encourage everyone, if you can, go out to the Emancipation Proclamation Program January the 4th at the Ritz Theater. We have a longtime friend of Charlotte on the phone, and she's become a friend of mine since I've known who she is. She's living out somewhere in the unknown parts of America.
Where the oil wells are.
Where the oil wells are.
Yeah.
Does she have an oil well in her yard?
No, but her husband's into the oil.
She certainly does.
Oh, okay, good. I'm coming out there then.
I believe we hear a skip coming in from...
Hello.
Hey there, Miss Brenda. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing so well. It's such a Merry Christmas, isn't it?
It is. Are you going to be home for Christmas?
Yes, and all my family's coming here.
You know, there you are. Are you watching on the screen?
No, I can't watch because if I do, I try to watch and then I try to catch myself up talking.
Well, we've got a picture of you on the screen hugging something other. I don't know what it is. It looks like a cave.
Okay.
I wonder what she's done. What has Gracie done? She gave you that picture.
Well, I don't want to put her in a bind during the Christmas holidays, but it's a pretty good picture of both of you.
Yes, well, the calf was a mama. His mama abandoned him.
And you took it in.
We took it in and and raised it. See, this is the season for giving, so we gave it life.
How old is the calf now?
The calf is now up in about 600 pounds.
Oh,
Well,
it's
that'd be a lot of beef for Christmas.
another hamburger.
Yeah, and you know, beef is high.
Yeah.
It's high. So, yeah, we're real blessed with him, but you know, we can't eat him because we named him Homie.
Oh.
You never eat anything you name.
The only thing you talking about, all your folks are coming in to visit you. The only downside of that is sometimes they want to come and stay longer than you want them to stay. If you go visit them, you can leave when you want to.
Yeah. See, I wish they would come stay that long, but they won't. No, they don't. They limit their stay. I don't know if they can't take too much of me. I don't really know what it is.
Are they like some of us white folks? We go to church leaving.
Yeah, you want to get there before the Baptists get there. You leave early.
We get in looking at our watch. How long before you gonna quit preaching?
Yeah, and you start looking at your watch.
He knows.
Hey, how have you
What we
been?
do. So we are blessed for the Christmas, and I really just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope everybody has healthy, prosperous lives for the rest of the year and into next year, because I have a lot of friends that's going through a lot of tragedy. So I'm like, live every day to your fullest. Give it all.
There you
You know,
go.
Brenda, I was thinking about that song, I'll Be Home for Christmas. There was 3 years that I didn't have the opportunity of being home for Christmas. Well, of course, a little longer than I was in Germany for 1 year during when I was serving in the service, U.S. Army. And then there was 3 years I was incarcerated. And I can appreciate what all the folks who are incarcerated are going through with.
I can too, and I'm telling you, people don't realize what it is to lose your freedom.
You're absolutely right.
So, yeah,
You're away
you
from
don't know what it is to lose your freedom.
You're away from your family, your children.
Yes.
So let's remember, you know, it's, well, they ought to be in prison. Well, maybe, maybe not. But
Maybe,
at least,
maybe not. Yeah, there's
but
a
at
lot of people
least,
that shouldn't be in there that's in there.
they're
There's
still-
a lot of people that should be in there still on the street. So
Yeah.
what can we say? We can't fix the world.
You're absolutely right. But we still wish everyone a Merry Christmas during this season, and we wish everyone the best. And Miss Brenda, we appreciate you taking time to be with us.
Okay, we're gonna have a Merry Christmas. Now I'm gonna turn the screen on so I can see what's happening.
Well, you won't be there then. You'll be gone. But now what you can do, baby, is they'll show this again at 8:30.
Oh,
And then they'll show it,
yeah.
and then it'll be on YouTube in a couple of days that you can pull us. We're on YouTube all over the world, so there's no excuse for anybody
oh my
not
goodness.
seeing
Well,
it.
you know, people say that us people from the South talk funny. People up in here say I talk funny, and I don't understand it. But yesterday I volunteered at a funeral because, you know, people don't attend funerals like they used to, so they're hiring professional mourners. So I can cry. If you cry, I can cry. So $300 you can go to a funeral and be a professional mourner. So I'm at this funeral, and this guy comes over and he said, "You sure do sound different than these people up around here." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you sound just like me. Where are you from?" Met some of the nicest people from Carrollton, Georgia. So if Carrollton, Georgia's watching, I just want to tell y'all Merry Christmas too. They talk just like I did.
Thank you, man. My son just got married recently. His first wife, his wife died about 15 years ago, and he married recently. And he's married to a young lady from Piedmont, Alabama, and she is so slow, Brenda, that when she says "at," she says "at." 2 syllables out of one word.
See, they had to take my phone in because, you know, my phone, you can talk to it and it'll text. It'll type it out. My phone wouldn't do that. And so I took it to the phone company and they said, "Well, we've got to slow it down because you talk too fast." I had to work on my phone to slow the voice down so it will listen to me and text what I want text. So I need to be around her a little bit. She'll pick her pace up when she's around me because she'll have to hurry to talk to get a chance to say anything.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, baby.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. See y'all later. Merry
you.
Christmas. Bye-bye.
That's Brenda Botts from parts unknown. I don't know where she's living, in a cave somewhere.
Enid, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Enid, Oklahoma.
I didn't know they had electricity out there.
Yeah, they have a lot of oil wells too.
Indoor plumbing.
Yep.
We hope that all you folks that are watching us tonight are having a great Christmas. I have mixed emotions about Christmas. I'm not going to get negative, but folks have turned Christmas season into a what would you say? It's
Money thing.
it's become a money issue.
Yes.
It's become problems for a lot of folks. You've
Right.
got a lot of children out there that's not getting anything for Christmas. They don't understand this theory of if you tell Santa Claus that you want this, he's going to bring it to you. Folks, this is, and I'm not going to get off on that. They say, "Well, you getting," it's become a problem. It's become a burden for some. The kids don't understand, well, Santa Claus promised me this and Santa Claus promised me that, and I didn't get it for Christmas. We have become, if you send me a card, I got to send you a card. If you buy me a present, I got to give you a present. It's become a burden to some degree from what it's supposed to be. And we'll take your call. Maybe I'm the one that feels that way. If you want to call in and make some comments about this, 256-369-1688. How do you feel about the Christmas season? Has society gone crazy through the years? Have we become money crazy? And it's become such a burden for folks. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Alabama marble. There's a front page story in the Daily Home. Sylacauga is among the highest quality stone in the world is used in Washington, D.C. Alabama marble is the highest quality. And it says here that Gant's Quarry, there we go, this is the gentleman that's working on this sculpture. Krager Brown has worked for a year and a half, almost transforming a 40,000-pound piece of marble into a sculpture of B.B. Comer Memorial Library. The sculpture will depict a love of reading and learning. It's an awesome story. It's on the front page of the Daily Home in today's edition, Sunday, December the 21st. It's a great story written by Zach Al Khateeb, Khateeb. I pronounced that wrong, I'm sure. But Sylacauga has been around a long time. Gant's Quarry was worked before the Civil War and produced a high-quality marble. The stone from Gant's Quarry was presented by the Masons of Alabama to the Washington Monument Society in 1851 and was incorporated into the monument. Structural and dimensional stone, calcium, and materials for roofing and terrazzo floors are now produced at the quarry. As with most active quarry facilities at the site have been consistently modernized throughout the 20th century. In Sylacauga, you're fortunate to have this this marble quarry, and you're known throughout the world for this quarry.
Before I forget something, let me thank a lady that helped us a lot during the Christmas parade. I know I've forgotten it. I haven't forgot you, though. We kind of got in a tizzy trying to get ready for the parade, and we called Miss Keela Brown, and she said, "Come on down." And she had just exactly what we needed, and I want to thank her and tell her.
She's with Talladega Floral.
Talafloral.
Talafloral, yeah, I'm sorry.
Talafloral. And I just really appreciate you, Miss Keela, helping us so much. It meant so much to me, and we want to let you know about that.
Miss Keela got a floral business on the square. She's been involved in various aspects of our city for many years, and I too echo, we appreciate the offer to pay her for what she let us use on Charlotte's truck, and had a lot of compliments on it, but she refused to take anything, and we appreciate you for thinking enough to let us decorate Charlotte's truck a little bit. Mayor and I sat in the back of that truck and threw out candy. We threw out 24 boxes of candy to the young'uns and adults and whoever. Had a good time. We always enjoy a good parade, and the folks apparently enjoy one because it's one of the biggest crowds I believe that we've ever had for our parade, and we appreciate everyone that attended. Baptist Hospital in Talladega, I say in Talladega, they are part owners, or they are the owners of Citizen Hospital, which is Citizen Baptist Hospital. They've just announced recently that they will be forming a non-binding group. Well, I hope it becomes a binding group, but they're going to be binding with Princeton Baptist Medical Center, Citizen Baptist Medical Center, Shelby Baptist Medical, and Walker Baptist with Brookwood and their related businesses. There will be a 90-day period of due diligence before the deal is final, and we're taking the best of Brookwood and the best of Baptist to combine that to form an entity to serve a broader base in Birmingham. And this is going to be a win-win situation for
fantastic.
Not only for Talladega folks, but everybody in the entire city of Sylacauga and surrounding areas. Talladega is fortunate to have two great hospitals, Sylacauga and Talladega. And I encourage you all the time, try to use these facilities when you have a need. One of these days we'll wake up and there won't be a Sylacauga hospital, there won't be a Talladega hospital, and we'll be forced to go to Anniston or Birmingham. Nothing wrong with that, but
well, there is. I-20.
Oh yeah, you're true.
It scares me to death, and I'm so happy that I won't have to be driving down to Brookwood.
Well, Brookwood's a good hospital, one of the best, and we'll be benefiting off of it. The folks that live in our area will be benefiting. You that are going to Brookwood now, possibly your doctors will be coming here.
Hopefully.
And it'll save you a trip. And we'll have better medical equipment and so forth. But
the only thing we'll lose will be I-20.
Won't have to go to I-20. We've got some other things we're going to be talking about. We'll take your phone call if you want to call in and talk about what you're going to be doing for Christmas. Do you feel that Christmas has become a burden? We don't want to get too negative, but it has become a burden. It's become what it's not supposed to be meant to be. It's supposed to have
The reason
been
for
a
the
time
season.
to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Of course, there are those who argue that December is not the birth date of Jesus, that he was born in another part of the another time during the year. I don't know what the truth is, but the season was designed to celebrate his birthday. But we will take your calls if you want to talk about this, or if you got anything you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Got to go to a break, and we'll be right back.
Planning a get-together, sporting event, or special occasion, let CG's help make the event more enjoyable. CG's can advise you on a favorite champagne or special wine imported from all over the world, as well as from New York and California. Perhaps you'd rather choose a muscadine wine from Alabama. CG's also has a nice selection of the latest in stemless wine glasses or champagne and water glasses. Only at CG's can you obtain your favorite imported beer, party supplies, mixes, and a variety of nuts. By the way, don't forget a gift for your favorite hostess. Visit CG's, conveniently located in Talladega at the corner of Howard and West.
A death is a troubling time for any family. Talladega Funeral Home offers dignity, respect, professionalism, commitment, and fairness to all families in need. We listen carefully. We know that some of us find great comfort in traditions, and we work tirelessly to honor those traditions. Our professional team gets to know each and every family member to help each and every individual remember, share, and ultimately move towards healing. Contact Brittany Boozer at Talladega Funeral Home today, 256-362-0111. Talladega Funeral Home. We care because every life has a story.
Have you tried one of these? It's so good.
Man, I can't believe we haven't done this before. Oh, wow, look at that.
Want a bite? You're aging. Do the jingle. Do the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, guys.
Do it again, do it again. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In my office.
State Farm.
I think we're good.
State Farm agents are there when you need them.
Thank goodness for State Farm. They keep me out of trouble.
They call you
They call me. Yeah.
personal service.
Yes, I don't know.
Charlotte, we're still in business, baby.
Come pay your
Bring
bill.
us a check. You don't get many services
I
like that. They
know.
get a little bill, a little
No.
thing in the paper that says, hey, you have been cut out.
Yeah, I'm proud of them.
We're talking about, we're sort of reminiscing about things through the years, through back months and weeks and years and so forth. We're talking a little bit about Sylacauga tonight, and if you want to call in and talk about anything that's on your mind, you're going to be going out of town for Christmas, what Santa Claus is going to bring you for Christmas, we're welcome to talk about that. 256-369-1688. But there is we want to show you a video of the Sylacauga Pass in just a second. But there's another article, or there was an article in the Saturday, December 13th Daily Home that says brothers Larry and Philip Lane helped keep the community clean. It says Philip and Larry Lane got tired of their hometown looking bad, so they have taken it on themselves. The two retirees who have spent most of their 60-plus years in Sylacauga were tired of seeing their hometown look bad. Overgrown weeds, sprawling bushes and trees, trash, and who knows what else. So in the spring of 2013, they set out to work remedying it. They spent many, many hours cutting grass and doing things, and it's a shame that we have some folks in our community that are just absolutely too sorry to cut around their grass or cut the edges of the road or help look after. They spend more time throwing junk out, riding down the road and throw out your fast food wrapper or throw out your whatever. And it's a shame that we've got these kinds of, I don't think they live in our area. I think there must be folks that's passing through our cities and through our county. I don't believe we have anybody in Talladega County that would do this kind of stuff. But I commend the brothers Larry and Philip Lane for working to help keep their community clean. We need more folks like this working to help keep, the city does a good job trying to clean up the messes that you throw out.
And the county?
But the county does, they all do a good job. But if everyone would, when you get a fast food hamburger or whatever, don't throw your
Don't
wrapper
throw
out.
it
Keep it in
out.
your car till you get home. Throw it in the trash can. If you got 1,000 people throwing out one chewing gum wrapper or one hamburger wrapper, it soon makes a whole big mess.
Oh, they throw out the whole dinner box.
Yeah.
That makes me sick.
And if some of these folks drinking beer and parents don't want their mom and daddy to know they're doing it, they'll throw out the beer can before they get home, middle of the street. We have a couple of minute video of Sylacauga Past. Let's show that right quick, folks.
The heart of the Cotton Belt,
the Deep South. This Alabama countryside was the scene of gracious living in years gone by, and though it fell on hard times, it's proving that the climate, the soil, and the temperament of its people are as suitable for gracious living in this century as in the last. Industry on Parade cameramen arrive at the Alabama town of Sylacauga to see just how people in these parts do live. One thing certain, there's nothing sleepy about it. Same stores, same activity you'll find in any thriving, bustling American town, north or south, east or west. And you don't have to hunt very far to find one force behind the healthy, flourishing life of Sylacauga. It's a healthy, flourishing industry called Avondale Mills. And for that matter, the town of Sylacauga and Avondale Mills are something special too, for they've created more than just another boom town. Here, the roots go deep. The Comer family that founded Avondale Mills wanted things like swimming pools for the kids. It wanted pleasant accommodations for visitors. It wanted a good library to open new worlds to seeking minds. It wanted the finest medical care obtainable for every member of the community. Not only attention for the sick, but preventive medicine for the healthy. The best there was. Juvenile delinquency? Hardly among boys like these, boys whose natural vitality finds a natural outlet and wins awards for achievement. Yes, it was inevitable that a prosperous industry would help bring prosperity to everyone in town. That's the way things work. Not only do literacy rates go up and sickness rates go down, but there's enough left over for what some people might look upon as plain frivolity. But where the roots really go deep are in the home. And thanks in large part to a company financing program, today 85% of Avondale employees own their own homes. Many of them are farm homes, where the owners grow food for their own tables and find a happy combination of the best in city and country life. Truly a company that's found a partnership with the people.
Very nice.
Yeah, something brings back a lot of memories.
Yes, it does.
Avondale Mill was the backbone, I guess you would say, of Sylacauga for many, many years. I was looking at that hat shop. You remember back when the ladies all wore hats?
Oh yeah, my grandma always had a hat on. She didn't go to town without one.
I remember back, Mayor and I started calling ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend back in '53. I was 13, she was whatever, 15, 16, whatever. She'd always been a little older. I won't never catch up with her, but she's always been a little older. but she had hats galore. Easter come around, you had to have Easter frock, and you had to have the gloves, and you had to have the hats.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of ladies wearing hats nowadays, but I noticed that picture there of Sylacauga, the hat shop. Fashions have changed through the years. Back in those days, the ladies wore clothes, a lot of clothes. Nowadays, the ladies, a lot of them wear
lot less.
few clothes.
A lot less.
a lot less clothes. Sometimes, whatever.
Yeah,
But-
we used to get our grandma's hats and
Play.
high heels out and play with them. Right, wear them.
Wear the high
We'd
heels
get in
and
trouble.
put on the
Yeah,
shawls or whatever,
yeah,
and the hats.
the mink, the
Lipstick.
Mink. Yeah, oh yeah.
Does that bring back memories to you folks? Anybody in the Sylacauga area want to call in and talk about days past? Maybe you worked for Avondale Mill for many years. It's things are fast moving. Things are changing. The department stores that we used to have downtown, Talladega, Sylacauga, Childersburg, they're far and few between. The shopping centers have taken over. It's a lot of past. We're going to show you a picture in just a moment of a ribbon cutting that I was involved in Talladega some time back. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Don't forget Rehab First at McGuffey Healthcare in Gaston. We've been knowing these folks for many years. They're there to serve your need. It's bad to be in the nursing home or being in a healthcare facility or even a funeral during this season. But unfortunately, things like that happen. Rehab First is there for you 7 days a week. Administration on duty 7 days a week. They got private rooms 24-hour RN coverage, wound care certified staff, orthopedic service, hospice care. The list is just endless. Nutritional advice, anything that you could possibly need. Rehab First McGuffey Healthcare has got this. They also have long-term care. In case there's someone in the family that needs long-term care, they have a facility set up for this, and they take care of your folks. Several folks have used the facility, have taken time to write notes. Said, you have a wonderful group of employees. I want to thank each and every one for working with me. And this is Mr. Wilburn out of Gadsden. And here's another one. I have been in Rehab First before, and they brought me back to life. Excellent stay. I have not known a staff as courteous and helpful as this one. I was very impressed with the care that Mother received, and Sharon Matthews was wonderful to include Mother in special events. Excellent rehab. And this is coming from Mr. Haler in Gadsden, Alabama. So when people take time to write you a note thanking you for the service you provided for them or their parents or a loved one, then you've made a home run with them. You've hit it. Next Sunday night, if all goes accordingly, Miss Erin Stockdale. You remember Miss Erin Stockdale, the little lady is about 5 foot tall, the young lady of color.
Maybe 5 foot
Maybe
tall.
5 foot tall. We've had her on our program before, and I teased her about joining the the Navy, going to the Naval Academy. She's been accepted to the Naval Academy. She got about a year or so in now, and she's also a cheerleader for the Navy football team. I talked to her over the weekend, and she's flying out last night, matter of fact, going to California. The Navy's playing in a bowl out there. I believe she said Tuesday, and she'll be cheering. So if you're watching the Navy game, you may see Miss Erin Stockdale on TV.
Right here from Talladega.
If all goes well, she'll be with us next Sunday night and bring us up to date on how she has fared. I asked her, I said, how you doing driving that submarine? And she said, I'm not driving no submarine. I've been picking at her about that, but she'll be with us next Sunday night. And it'll be our last program of the year. We have really enjoyed being a part of your community. We have so many of you tell us day to day. We see you on the street, you call us, we see you in different places, that you look forward to our program each week, and we appreciate that. It takes a little time to do these things, but I appreciate Charlotte hanging here with me when Benny got tired of being on the program and wanted to rest a while. Charlotte said, I will be glad to fill in until you know. And recently, Benny said I may be about ready to come back on the show. Charlotte said, there ain't no vacancy.
Sorry. I would like to say that I hope the people of Talladega really understand what a unique city Talladega is. I'm from St. Clair County in Pell City, but I have really grown to love this city and how people work together, especially with AIDB, the Helen Keller.
Talladega
There's so
College
much, yes, Talladega College. I can't even say and mention everybody, but it's such a warm, loving, caring city. The people are wonderful here. I'm really blessed that I'm in Talladega now.
Well, we have throughout our county, throughout the state.
Right.
We've got some of the greatest people. We have problems from time to time that no need to say we don't have. Some of the finest people in the world, sometimes their sons or daughters or relatives messes up. It ain't always necessarily the folks who don't have anything or certain color of skin or so forth. Everyone has problems. Some of you don't get caught, but the drug scene is just taking over society. But those who have not been touched by these kinds of problems, you don't realize how fortunate you are.
That's right.
And once again, I talk about folks in prison. Having been there, I understand what they go through with this time of the year.
And their families.
And their families. The families are the one that really suffer.
Right.
The folks serving time, they're being taken care of. But the youngins don't understand why mama or daddy, you say, mama, yes, right. There's a lot of ladies serving time at Tutwiler in different places. They can't be home with the youngins. And I've seen the youngins come to visit on visiting time, and when they start to leave, they start crying because mama can't leave, and they don't understand why mama can't leave and go home with them, or daddy can't go home with them. It's tough, folks. It's tough. They say, well, you aren't screwed up. Well, you're right. But it
Don't
could happen
punish
to you.
them. Don't punish them for the rest of their life.
We've got to go to break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about Governor Siegelman, still trying to get out of prison. And we're going to talk about that, and we're going to show you a picture of a grand opening about 30 years ago. And we will take your calls if you'd like to call in and share with us anything you want to share. We'll be glad to talk with you. If you want to just call and say, we appreciate watching your program. We enjoy your program. We'll talk with you. 369-1688. Be right back.
Planning a get-together, sporting event, or special occasion, let CG's help make the event more enjoyable. CG's can advise you on a favorite champagne or special wine imported from all over the world, as well as from New York and California. Perhaps you'd rather choose a muscadine wine from Alabama. CG's also has a nice selection of the latest in stemless wine glasses or champagne and water glasses. Only at CG's can you obtain your favorite imported beer, party supplies, mixes, and a variety of nuts. By the way, don't forget a gift for your favorite hostess. Visit CG's, conveniently located in Talladega at the corner of Howard and West.
A death is a troubling time for any family. Talladega Funeral Home offers dignity, respect, professionalism, commitment, and fairness to all families in need. We listen carefully. We know that some of us find great comfort in traditions, and we work tirelessly to honor those traditions. Our professional team gets to know each and every family member to help each and every individual remember, share, and ultimately move towards healing. Contact Brittany Boozer at Talladega Funeral Home today, 256-362-0111. Talladega Funeral Home. We care because every life has a story.
Have you tried one of these? It's so good. Man, I can't believe we haven't done this before. Oh, wow, look at that.
On a bike. You're aging. Do the jingle. Do the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, guys.
Do it again, do it again. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In my office.
State Farm.
I think we're good.
State Farm agents are there when you need them.
Time flies.
It does. The year's winding down fast. There's a lot of turmoil throughout our country. A lot of upheaval. A lot of people are mad at our president for trying to work out a trade embargo, a trade deal with Cuba. The Chinese folks are threatening chaos if they release that film. I'm sorry, North Korea.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's not them that's causing all the problems, but so much chaos in the world. There's supposed to be peace on earth and goodwill toward all men. I'm not sure how much peace on earth we're having. We're fortunate in Talladega, in our area here, that we have very few problems. We've got so many good things going on. We're blessed, really, to have so much good things going on. We regret losing our #1 baby doctor. 42 years and more than 14,000 babies later, Dr. Jerry Gurley has called it quits, well, for us delivering babies. Says in more than 42 years of practicing medicine, Dr. Jerry Gurley estimates he has helped deliver between 14 and 15,000 babies.
Oh.
Dr. Gurley and I were raised up in Bemiston together. His mother worked in the cotton mill there. She worked untiringly to see that Jerry got a good education. And Jerry has done well through the years. He's I believe I'm right, he's a one-star general in the reserves. Jerry's done well through the years, one of our finest doctors, and we're glad to see him enjoy retirement, but it's a sad day for those who have used him through the years and maybe need him in the future. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You got a call, a comment, or a question?
I got a question. I live in Sylacauga, and I've just been watching Keeping Up with UAB,
Right.
their football team. How come Talladega College doesn't have a football team? And is there been any interest in getting one?
There is, and that's a good question. When Dr. Hawkins came here about 6 years ago, they really did not have any sports activity to amount to anything. And then since he's been here 6 years, there's been basketball, baseball, volleyball, all kind of sports, softball, golf, soccer. He started a band 3 years ago with no members.
Wow.
And in 3 years, they've got almost 300 band members. He's got a choir that's second to none, and I talked with him recently. Matter of fact, we were together over the holidays, and he's looking at a football team. It's quite involved to put together a football team for the stadium, but he is interested in this, and if time goes along and then things work out like he would like it to, he would like to have a Talladega College football team. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Would they enlarge Mary-Drone Stadium, or would they build a new stadium completely?
I don't know how he would do this. They've not got to that stage at this point, but they've got plenty of room up there on the college campus for a field. But it may be that they could work out something other to use Mayor Dumas Stadium. That would be fantastic. But I can assure you they've got a president in Talladega College now that cares about this community, cares about that college, and they're getting requests from all over the United States to bring that band and that choir. And they're going,
we tried to get them for the Christmas parade, but they didn't want to come down to Sylacauga and be in the Christmas parade.
Well,
they have it up there in Talladega's Christmas parade.
they were not in our Christmas parade. You can't. They were invited, but they were already obligated. A college choir like that, a college band like that, it takes a while to move them around, and they're getting so many requests. They were in Lincoln Parade, and it's not because they don't want to be here, but it takes a lot of time and effort to plan it. And next year we hope to get our request in a lot quicker. Maybe Sylacauga needs to get theirs in a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. The reason, like I said, with UAB shutting their football program, you got coaches there and you got players there that's going to be trying to find a place to go play.
I agree with you 100%. I hate to see that UAB close. They're doing great, coming along strong. A lot of people say a lot of politics involved. I don't know. What do you think about the little video we showed a while ago of Sylacauga? Did that bring back memories?
Sir?
Did you see the video we showed of Sylacauga a while ago?
That's why I'm watching y'all live right now.
I understand. What do you think about it? That bring back a lot of memories?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. How long you been in Sylacauga?
I'm 60 years old. I've lived here all my life. You know me.
A lot of changes have gone on, not only in Sylacauga, in the county and Tallahassee, but...
that's true. Some for the good and some for the bad.
I understand. You just have to suck it up and keep moving.
Yeah, that's true.
Appreciate you calling. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
If you'd like to call in with any comments, questions, or whatever, 256-369-1688. This is your night to shine. You can get any comments if you got a concern about something or other. You want to brag on the folks at Sylacauga doing a good job, or you want to brag on the folks in Tallahassee, Chillerburg, or wherever. Or if you want to call in with a complaint, we'll even take that. News article, we got to go to another break in just a minute. News article in the Daily Home, December the 21st, which is today's paper, Sunday's paper. Siegelman's nightmarish ordeal. Governor Siegelman and I go way back. I mean, way, way, way back. He's been in office probably longer than any one person in all the different offices he's been in. And we've talked at the racetrack from time to time, and we've talked in different places. And I personally like Don Siegelman. I think he was a good man, or is a good man. And I still have mixed emotions about his situation. He got caught up in a situation, and I say a lot of times, folks, you don't realize how close you are to going to prison.
Right.
Just that quick. And someone can accuse you of anything. I tell people a lot of times, if I was a minister, I'd be scared to visit anybody's house if they're not a husband or whatever was there. And you say, you don't trust women? It's not that. But if someone's mad at you, all they've got to do is allege whatever they want to allege. And you can't prove. There's no way you can prove.
The rumor mill.
Cosby, Bill Cosby, I don't know whether the man is guilty of what he's being accused of or not, but you just make accusations. And can you prove you're not guilty of whatever you're being accused of? I don't know. But Governor Siegelman has been fighting, and he emails me all the time from prison. And I emailed him back. I said, Governor, you're not going to get out. I know how the system works. When they get you in your clutches, they're not going to turn you loose. And recently he went back to court, and they denied releasing him while he's on appeal. And they said he appeared in handcuffs and lost a lot of weight. I've been there. I understand this. It's not good. I don't understand. I know it's a policy. But the man is not going anywhere. He's not a danger to society. And they bring him to court shackled. Chains, ankle chains, belly chains, lost weight.
All for show.
Even when you die in prison. We had a guy die in prison when I was in Florida. They handcuff you, folks, before they take you out of prison. They want to make sure that if you ain't dead, you ain't going nowhere. And that's
so everybody see you on TV.
Oh yeah, and of course they like to play it up big when they come out to arrest you. They like to really have the media present and do all this.
Yeah.
But I don't know where Don was guilty of what they've accused him of. But my only thing about this, my comment, and I'll get off. I got a phone call. If Don was successful, Governor Siegelman was successful in getting out right now on appeal, and not having to serve his 3 years or what he's got left. And it takes the courts 3 or 4 years before they make a final ruling that says he's got to serve his rest of his time. At his age, if he has to go back to prison when he's whatever he old, say he's 68 years old, and it's 3 years before they make a final ruling, he's going to be 71 when he has to go back and serve 3 more years. If he'd have went ahead and served his time all the way through, he would have already been out. When you get into the clutches, folks, it's hard to get loose.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Must have scared him off talking about prison.
Let me tell these birthdays.
Give these birthdays.
Yeah. Country Boy Phipps.
I know Country Boy Eddie. I wonder if he's any kin to Country Boy Eddie.
Maybe he's a little boy. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't think so. No, I wouldn't think so.
Country Boy. Casey Barton, Terry Bullard, Vicky Kirby, John Barksdale, Deidre Bridges, Glenda Trussell, and Sue Waits Norris.
And you got 2 of you on the left. You get those 2?
No, I couldn't see them.
Yeah, they had a birthday too.
Regina Renee Ashley Culver and Carolyn Couch Hamlin. Happy birthday.
We would let Charlotte sing to you, but it's been a good program thus far. We got to go to another break. We're going to come back and show you a picture of a ribbon cutting that was held back whenever.
I enjoyed that.
Johnny McKinnon put this on Facebook or on the internet or whenever, and it's getting a lot of hits, folks. Be back after the break.
Planning a get-together, sporting event, or special occasion, let CG's help make the event more enjoyable. CG's can advise you on a favorite champagne or special wine imported from all over the world, as well as from New York and California. Perhaps you'd rather choose a muscadine wine from Alabama. CG's also has a nice selection of the latest in stemless wine glasses or champagne and water glasses. Only at CG's can you obtain your favorite imported beer, party supplies, mixes, and a variety of nuts. By the way, don't forget a gift for your favorite hostess. Visit CG's, conveniently located in Talladega at the corner of Howard and West.
A death is a troubling time for any family. Talladega Funeral Home offers dignity, respect, professionalism, commitment, and fairness to all families in need. We listen carefully. We know that some of us find great comfort in traditions, and we work tirelessly to honor those traditions. Our professional team gets to know each and every family member to help each and every individual remember, share, and ultimately move towards healing. Contact Brittany Boozer at Talladega Funeral Home today, 256-362-0111. Talladega Funeral Home. We care because every life has a story.
Have you tried one of these? It is so good. Man, I can't believe we haven't done this before. Oh, wow, look at that.
Want a bite?
Your agent! Do the jingle! Do the jingle!
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, guys.
Do it again, do it again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there!
In my office.
State Farm.
I think we're good.
State Farm agents are there when you need them.
Time flies.
It is.
It's about over. We're still here.
You
But
gonna have a good Christmas?
oh yeah, Nando's coming in, and his daddy and mama.
They'll be here from Friday to whenever.
They're coming in from Lakeland, Florida, and they'll be driving. They'll be here Christmas, the next day after Christmas. They have to spend it with her family.
So they'll only be here just for a few days then.
Oh, they'll be here. Yeah, about a week.
Okay. They'll be going back before New Year's.
Yeah, and I have to wait till he gets here to go shopping. So that's gonna be fun.
We wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We can't thank you enough for being our listeners through the years and all the comments that you've made. So I get amused sometimes. People stop in a restaurant, Stampede Restaurant, and let me point out again, they will be closed Wednesday and Thursday of next week and also of the next week. But folks in the restaurant say, we don't never miss your program. We watch you religiously. I said, would you like me to call your name on TV? No.
Oh, no.
I got some friends. No. And that's okay. But if you want us to call your name, we'll be glad to. Hello, caller.
Hello there.
Yes, sir. You have a comment for us?
Yes, I do.
All right, sir.
There are people around the area of Sycamore who have gone on other people's land and measured off and made deeds out and gave it to people. What have you done about that?
You're saying it's Sycamore?
Yes.
Well, of course, first of all, unless they own the property, well, I say anybody can give a deed, but unless they have a clear title to the property, then it would be a fraudulent deed, and I think you could probably take legal action. Not knowing for sure what you're saying or not what you're talking about, are you saying that they allegedly own it, or they just go out and get property and start deeding it off?
No, some people of mine have some property there, and another man just came and deeded out some property for his people.
Is it air property? Someone died and didn't leave a clear deed or to anyone particular?
They have a clear deed. The people that own it have a clear deed, but this man came on there and measured out some land and gave it to his people and got deeds for it.
I don't understand how someone else could sell a piece of land if he didn't have a deed to begin with.
He didn't sell, he gave it to them.
Or the one that owned the property gave it to them, or what?
No, not the owner, another person.
So someone just
Came on someone else's property and measured it off, and I gave it to someone.
So someone just came in from an outsider and just, say, measured off 200 by 10, 210, whatever, and wrote up a deed to it?
Yes, got a deed to come to Talladega County. Officer there, Talladega, they got deeds for it.
It's not.
Got deeds for the land. It's not really theirs where theirs to begin to.
It's not legal, and you can have it thrown out.
All right, then. Thank you very much.
You need to contact your probate judge. You can go to the courthouse upstairs in the courthouse, and they can give you a map of this piece of property, original property, and you can go downstairs and they can tell you who actually owns, how much acres is involved in it originally.
It's just about an acre.
So you're saying they deeded off part of the acre, or they deeded off the acre?
They took the deeds off this main property and I took an acre from these people and gave it to his people.
Okay, but it was more than an acre to begin with. How much land was it to begin with?
About 100 and some odd acres.
So someone had just gone in and drawn up an acre of land and made a deed to it?
Yes, sir.
It's illegal, and you need to go to the courthouse, and you can prosecute someone for fraudulently deeding property they don't own. That's fraud.
And what about people that something happened way back in probably 17 something? My grandmother, she borrowed $10 from her cousin, and it was up there in the courthouse. They say it was up there, and after then, someone came along about 10 years ago and took the property for $10, and the person that owned it, they wouldn't even consider to give the $10 back to them. Like this person that deeded the land, borrowed the money. That was my father's mother. That's way back in 1800 something.
Are you saying
that went up there and got it?
Are you saying that she gave a mortgage for the land for the $10?
Yes.
If she gave
they don't know whether the lady, my grandmother, paid the man back or not. But someone went up there and got it for $10. I give my father a chance to pay the $10 for him.
What I'd recommend you do, sir, if you got an original deed and you can't afford it, you need to get an attorney or someone to do a title search and go back to day one and let it come forward and see exactly the transaction that took place. Any kind of land transaction with a deed or real property, there will be
a civil attorney.
Not necessarily. Just any attorney can do a title search for you.
All right, I appreciate that,
Okay. If I can help you further, let me know.
All right, I shall. Thank you.
Back in the old days, there was no surveying. They just said, start at this rock over here and go 100 feet to the second rock on the right and third tree on the left. And
was that squatting?
No, that squatter, when they come in, they just take the land. This is the description they gave back in the old days.
Yeah.
Start at rock number so-and-so and go to rock number 3.
And I think some of that still goes on, according to one of our surveyors in Talladega.
We got time about gone. We've got I'm going to show you this picture, and then we're going to close out the last few minutes of a Christmas song. This picture right here was put on the website by Johnny McKinnon. McKinnon Plumbing, formerly of Triton 4, on the North Square in Talladega, was held Thursday, September the 20th. I don't know what day. I came in office in '79, and I don't know if this was in '80 or thereabouts. This is Shirley Snyder was with the Daily Home. Miss Sharon McKinnon is the wife of Donald McKinnon. Curtis Lackey, the late Curtis Lackey, with First Alabama. Ruthie McKinnon. Miss Ruthie still lives in Bemiston. She's not a McKinnon now. She's a, I may think of it after a while. Then me, then Brian Townsend, the late Brian Townsend, Joe Woodard, Joe on the radio station. And there's Johnny McKinnon and Becky Grievous with the Chamber of Commerce, and Johnny's lovely wife, Miss Rita McKinnon. This has to be 30 years old, thereabouts. I even had hair, and it was brown. Didn't have near much weight on me. I've lost my hair and gained the weight. I don't know where that goes with age or what.
Oh.
But Johnny was, we appreciate Johnny through the years. He's been successful because of the character, his honesty and integrity, the quality work he does. And it's folks like this that makes your town successful.
He's always smiling.
Does a great job, and we appreciate the McKinnons through the years. We we're proud of all of our businesses in Talladega. All the areas is growing. Businesses on the move. Talladaga's on the move. Sylacauga's on the move. Childersburg.
Such
And
nice
we just got a lot of good things going on in society. So much more good stuff going on than there is bad. But Johnny, thank you for posting this. He also posted some other pictures, some older pictures. I don't know where he got all these pictures. I know where he got this one from. He was part of it. But he's posted pictures from time to time about different things going on in the community. But we still have a few minutes if you'd like to call in and get any comments on 256-369-1688. Don't forget the Emancipation Proclamation Service, January the 4th at the Ritz Theater. If you've not visited the Ritz Theater, you don't know what you're in for. It's a beautiful theater, beautiful facility, having a lot of good things going on there. People are coming from far and near to be a part of it. But this is going to be January the 4th at the Ritz Theater. The Talladega County NAACP will hold its 2015 Emancipation Proclamation Program. We appreciate Reverend Hugh Morris, who is President of NAACP for Talladega County and also Vice President for the state NAACP. And of course, our longtime friend, my mind goes back. When you stand up sometime.
Yeah, I understand.
Mr. Albert Bell is president of the New South Coalition. We've got some good leaders, Charlotte, in our society. They're not rabble-rousers. They're not troublemakers. They're people of integrity. They live in our community. They will take action. If there's an issue, they take time to check it out. They don't react just because somebody come by and said, I got done wrong, jump on it. They don't operate this way. They sit down and talk to you. They get the facts and the figures, and they will investigate it. Sometimes things are what you say they are, and sometimes things are not exactly what you say they are. And we appreciate the caliber of people we have representing the different groups in our area. Folks, we can't thank you enough for being tuned through the years. We thank all of our sponsors. Without them, we could not be here to bring you the program through the years. Charlotte Green, CG's will be open all next week except for Sunday. She'll be open Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's night. We got to go. Our time is about up, I think.
Christmas.
Oh, we still got a little bit of time.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure everybody has a Merry Christmas.
Don't forget Miss Erin Stockdale. I don't know I don't know how much time she's got left in the Navy Academy, but it's going to be interesting if she can't have lost any weight because she wasn't a minute anyway.
She wasn't big as a minute.
But maybe she'll share with us how they have treated them in their training, basic training, and how she's doing. And if you tune in Tuesday night, whenever the Navy's playing out in California, you might see her cheering. She'd have to be the smallest one on the squad, but she will be our guest next Sunday night. We still got a couple minutes. I believe we got a caller. Hello, caller. Turn your TV down, please, sir.
Turn the TV down, Bobby. Hello.
Hello, we can still hear you, and me too. Go ahead. We got about a minute. Go ahead.
Larry.
Yes, sir.
It's Larry Barton.
It's me in person.
Turn that up a little bit.
No, you don't need to turn your TV. turn your TV down. Yeah, Barry. Turn your TV down so we can hear you. Barry.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. Turn your TV down or off so you can talk. You trying to listen to yourself on TV. Go ahead. He's having a time. Barry, turn your TV off.
Hey.
Now then, go ahead. What's on your mind, Barry?
I need to ask you a question. How you go about getting a business to help homeless people?
A business to help homeless people?
Yeah, set up a business, to help people that ain't got nothing.
Well, we have several agencies around town now that and gets involved to some degree. We have some homeless in Talladega, but not as much as you do in some of the bigger cities. But you've got several agencies in town that will help you if you go see them. Community Action Agency, Red Cross, Red Door Kitchen, several agencies help feed you and also help with other things.
Yeah. Well, I like to help homeless people,
That's a good program to get started up, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling. You'll have a good Christmas, you and your family.
All right, do the same.
Thank you, sir. Barry Hazelwood and I go way, way back. When I campaign, he always gets his truck and puts my signs on it.
Yes.
and he travels far and near. That's one of the hardest working
And
individuals.
he's wanting to help somebody.
Yeah, he's one of the hardest working people in the world. Don't forget Rehab First. If you need rehab of any kind, Rehab First at McGuffey Healthcare is the place to be. They can take care of you 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, have long-term care, and they can get you up and moving back like you're supposed to be. Folks, if you have someone that you'd like to be a guest on our program, someone that sings or wants to come over here and talk about any issues in the community, we'd be honored to have you on here. We will not disrespect you. We will not embarrass you. We will give you your time in the sun, so to speak, and welcome you to be on our program. We want to go off with about a couple of 3-minute song I think will be appropriate this time of year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.